Alright, we knew this was coming and it's finally here. Baylan Skoll. Side note on Baylan Skoll, even though we didn't see him too much, he's only in the Ahsoka show, I thought he was a pretty cool character. I liked him. Fortunately, the actor passed away in real life, so who knows what's gonna happen with his storyline, if there's gonna ever be any more Baylan Skoll or not. I mean, I guess they could recast like they did with Spartacus, the show that was on Stars. The original actor ended up passing away from cancer, so the remaining seasons are with, who was it, Liam McIntyre, I think. They recast. So they could do that with Baylan. It does make a weird situation, sort of, but I guess you get used to it. Kind of like they did with Rhodey from Iron Man. How it was Terrence Howard and then it went to Cheadle. Or in Batman, how they changed what's her name from Rachel from Holmes to Maggie Gyllenhaal. So anyways, that was a bit clunky there trying to remember these people's names. So Baylan Skoll, Dark Side. That was a mistake. One must destroy power such as you've never dreamed and master an apprentice. Although there's 3 of them there, so that's weird. Usually that's supposed to be rule of 2, not rule of 3. You got Marrok, Shin Hati, and him standing there in that picture. So anyways, his categories. He's a tank, leader, mercenary, and unaligned force user. Probably we could have figured all that out. We know he's going to be a mercenary. That's kind of the whole shtick of that new tag. We know he's the leader of the mercenaries. Obviously, he'd be unaligned because he's not really Sith or definitely not Jedi. And then tank. That's like the only surprise, I guess. Like, oh, it's a tank. Key attributes. Insane offense and defense. Get those stacks. Throw back and get them stacks of Soldier of Fortune. The stacks. Why does this make me feel like it's a joke with Sopranos? Saying the stacks makes me think of when Richie's talking to Tony and he gives him the jacket. It's the jacket, the jacket. Get them stacks, the stacks. He just be taunting. Baylan Skoll will do everything in his, motherfucker, not their, his power to keep that taunt. Stacks happen here. Stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks. Inspiration. Even though his, now you know how to use his. It's not there. Fucking idiots. They're not even consistent with their stupidity, which almost is more annoying than if they were consistent with the stupidity. The stupidity is annoying, but geez, at least be consistent with it. Even though his on-screen presence is limited to only the Ahsoka series, we love the gravitas and power Ray Stevenson brought to the role and thought him and the character he portrayed worthy of an epic confrontation. Each of his ability names comes from a quote from the show. Yeah, Ray Stevenson. He's also in Dexter. He's in season 7? He was the main bad guy, and then you find out towards the end of the season that he's gay and that the guy Dex killed was his lover, and it's like, what? You're telling me Baylan Skoll's gay? Strategy tips. Being a mercenary leader, Baylan Skoll can hand out stacks of Soldier of Fortune to mercenary allies, including the existing characters who received the mercenary tag retroactively. At the start of battle, all mercenaries receive a stack of Soldier of Fortune for each mercenary ally they have. So a full Merc squad will see 5 additional stacks on every character. Additionally, whenever he taunts, a random mercenary ally gets a stack of Soldier of Fortune. Finally, he doubles the amount of stacks that mercenary allies receive. Yeah, I think we knew that already based on what we heard from the other kit reveals, but okay, thanks for reiterating it, I suppose. Fact. No, these are not facts because nobody's asking these. He's not in the game, so you can't have these questions. But sure. How do you acquire Baylan Skoll? Well, this is stupid. We know that he's going to be like a legendary character. His image has already been in the game, in the whatever the heck you call it, the legendary area. Like, And we know that all these other characters that we've been unlocking have been prereqs for him. So, like, duh, how do you think you get him? But sure, let's read the stupid answer. Baylan Skoll is an epic confrontation character with this event starting on 10/31 at 11 a.m. Pacific. His event will run for a limited time window and require you to have the following characters at Relic 7. Grand Admiral Thrawn, Great Mothers, Marrok, Morgan Elsbeth, and Shin Hati. Does he have an exclusive Datacron? Yes! It will only be available during the first run of his epic confrontation event. You can't get it on any future runs of the event. See the newsletter and Baylan's release for more information. So a couple things. One, they brought that back, I guess. The last couple characters that they've had, they didn't have the stupid exclusive Datacron. They kind of dropped it, but they brought it back now. Two, I think that's kind of dumb that they only make it for the first run of his epic confrontation, and then they're just like, okay, fuck you if you missed out. I really think that it should just be available always. You know what I mean? Make it part of, like, the unlock. So if you don't unlock, say you don't unlock Baylan for another 2 years, 3 years, you should still be able to get that Datacron and be able to use him at, like, let's say full capacity, you know, with his special Datacron and all that. Not, oh, well, you missed out. I mean, I guess I get it. The whole point is because they want to incentivize people to put real money in the game. So, you know, this way it's like, oh, well, do you want that exclusive Datacron? You gotta do it right away then, otherwise you'll miss it. But still, it's kind of like, that's a dick-ish move, you know? Now someone like me, I never get to experience the stupid Datacron just because I didn't put money in to get them on day one. Anyways, QA link. Yeah, that's the legit QA link, not this nonsense that's not actually a fact. So anyways, that's just the developer's insights portion. I figured it wouldn't be too long because there's not too much to say about a character that didn't have too much of a presence in the show. You know what I mean? They're really scraping to come up with a kit and stuff, like they do with a lot of characters, actually. I mean, Marrok, he's on screen for even less than Baylan, so... Or at least I think so, from what I remember. I don't know. Ahsoka, I personally thought kind of sucked, so I didn't really pay attention to it too well, so... But anyways, yeah, that's all I got for this one. Obviously, next up will be the kit reveal, so definitely be sure to be around for that so you can learn what his kit's all about, what all these moves right here are all about, plus maybe any other uniques or whatever that they're not showing. And yeah, until then, I said see ya.